how do we approach it when we have the whole world, the whole globe is controlled by the 5 permanent members who are the main violator of the human rights? Unless we can shift that power from that side into a more democratic process, we still going to move in exactly the same thing. We're not going to resolve the Palestinian problem. The Palestinian problem has been existing for the past 60 years, and now that the Kashmir problem will be resolved. Why? Because the people who are already involved are not really allowed to participate. Because the people who are controlling it are the 5 permanent members. And I think I really beg and I really ask again the outreach to bring to the conference the question of democratization of the United Nations, of shifting the power from Security Council into General Assembly. Until we do that, we're going to be talking about the same thing.
Can I just have a show of hands for questions again? Okay, we have one, so.
Yes, I'm Nick Holmstrom, author of Terror on the Tube, a comment on British sort of terror narrative.
Can you speak louder, please?
Yes, may I say I'm disturbed that some of the speakers use the rhetoric of fighting the war on terror, which I think is a disastrously wrong concept. You cannot fight terror. If Pakistan is troubled by undue militarism, then a healing process must go in a quite other direction. And the sort of Anglo-American narrative war on terror may be quite harmful. May I echo what Annie said concerning Osama bin Laden, who died somewhere in the Sorbonne Mountains, December 14th, 2001. It's very likely that Pakistani ISI, intelligence services, has collaborated at the request of the CIA in making the fake videos that come out year after year. Several dozen of them, with actors speaking his role. And Pakistan may not have realised, doing the bequest of the CIA like this, how harmful it was. That Americans now have an idea, oh, bin Laden somewhere in the mountains of Pakistan. And that gives them a kind of demonised enemy image, which may be helpful for them with their rhetoric about the very imaginary Al-Qaeda threat. Okay, they can put it there. And likewise with the British narratives, we're continually getting innocent Muslims in this country framed for terror charges and put in jail, and we're never allowed to hear their point of view. And a visit they make to Pakistan is alleged to be part of a training, some terror training thing they've been on, when they've probably been just going to visit their relatives or something. May I say that the degree of scepticism over this narrative war on terror would be very beneficial to Pakistan politicians, that in their desire to please, it would be better if they didn't accept that rhetoric which they're given from Britain and America.
Was that to a certain member of the panel or just anyone?
Anyone, yeah.
Anyone, okay. Just one more question and then see if you can
Oh, no, I'm not a question, but I'm supporting the impartial views, and I'm myself working for peace and prosperity for more than half a century. So don't judge my age. And meantime, I am in a position impartially speaking, because we have been training that is in our blood, justice. And no doubt, Islamic justice is above all. There is no mercy. This is the beauty of Islam, it's Sharia. And I'm also in favor that there should be some change of structure in the United Nations. And I've been supporting world, government. Wherever we call, at least we have some constitution. And so we can solve many problems. But we have to live with the shots. And only one thing we can support and everyone can help with our own moral consciousness. That's all I can say. Without moral consciousness, nothing can be done. And thank you for your, the hard work you do, and your team, does this work. And I'm very pleased and proud to associate myself with your organization. And thank you all.
Thank you. And one final question from the gentleman.
What we heard today was largely what we've been hearing in news media and Al Jazeera and newspapers and comments. Unfortunately, but there are very few expression of solutions. I have a couple of questions, one question and one statement. The question is that as far as Pakistan side is concerned, we did not hear about anything related to the disturbances there which are caused by our neighbors, as we know. A lot of the disturbances originate through them. And as the intelligence officer, ex-intelligence officer mentioned, how they work, and we know that a lot of the things that have happened originate from our neighbors, apart from everybody else. And no one is there to mention that. The other aspect I want to mention in terms of we are looking at countries which are looking for liberty and who want to achieve things. Where Middle East is concerned, I don't know if anybody saw the interview BBC interview with Archbishop Tutu recently, the last few days. If you haven't heard it, please see that. And as a statement to the Middle East people, the interview mentioned about how South Africa overcame the apartheid. Not how they overcame it, but how they dealt with it after that. It's a brilliant one, which everyone in the Middle East and Israel and everybody else should see that. As Soviet Union, what happened to it, as what happened to the Berlin Wall, and that's what's going to happen in the Middle East. It's an evident thing, it's a matter of time. It will not be in our generation, our lifetime, but the end is fairly clear for those who want to look at this historically. Thank you.
Thank you. Panel? We have two questions there. First one. Anyone like to? There is anyone from Amnesty? This is all of you with the meeting.
Hi there, yes. I just wanted to offer a resource for those who are interested in this issue. At Amnesty, we've obviously been covering the mounting allegations against the UK government and UK state agents for complicity in torture and other ill treatment abroad. We've heard many allegations here tonight. We know that the UK government, again, we've had many allegations they've been involved in rendition and secret detention. Currently, Gordon Brown is still refusing to publish the intelligence guidance that was produced for MI5 and MI6 and has been rewritten. But again, still, we haven't seen the rewritten guidance. Amnesty believes that the time is right, but it has been for a long time, that a full independent inquiry should be opened so that these allegations can be investigated fully and that there should be compliance from the intelligence services and the government. So we've just issued a briefing paper called Time for an Inquiry into the UK's role in human rights violations overseas since 2001. So if you'd like a copy, come and grab one from me after this.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm afraid we've run out of time. Thank you everybody for attending today. Hopefully this slide was sent unfortunately we need to send some more of the speakers to get